Hey, Guy Cochran here today, and we're at the DVE store here in Everett, Washington on a lovely rainy day. Blackmagic's come to let us see some of their goodies inside of the Blackmagic van. Come and take a look. So we're inside of the Blackmagic van, and I'll walk you through some of the cool things that are inside of here. One of the coolest things is this fiber studio converter, so we can run long lengths a mile away or even more, and this is supplying power, video, plus comms, plus shading, so we can paint the picture, we can control iris, all with, I'll show you another box over here that does that. Up top we've got the HyperDecks, and the way this works is in the van they've got multiples of the units than the actual back of the unit, so you can see what your ins and outs and your XLRs and your SDIs. Over here we've got some of the HyperDeck Studio Mini, so we can record directly to SD cards. We've got the Teranex, so that we can do conversions, so we can do cross conversions, up down conversions, we can do SDI, we can embed audio, disembed audio, and again we've got the HyperDeck Studios here as well. Over here we've got the duplicator, so you can duplicate up to 25 of whatever you want to feed in. So right now it looks like we're feeding in a 1080p signal, and there's 18 cards in here, and this is like the VHS of the olden days when we used to have to do dupes on the fly with racks and racks of decks, and now we can just do it with this one unit, and we can do 25 cards at once. So we can sell these if we're doing an event where at the end of the event we want to sell the broadcast, we can, and that's the duplicator. Got the Ultrastudio 4K. This is nice for bringing footage in or out to a computer. You can plug it in via, if you have an old Mac Pro, you can get a PCIe card and do an Express 34. You've also got Thunderbolt connections, that's more modern, so you just plop that in. You also have optical for sending in via fiber. You've got SDI, you've even got down to composite if you want. You've got XLRs in and out and timecode. Over here we've got the Smart Video Hub, so we can do, I don't think this one's glitch free, that would be a clean switch. This one's the Smart Video Hub, so we can route, this is a 40x40, so we can route any of these to any of these. So we can say, I want number 1 to go to number 40, and we can do it all by telling it source, and then hitting 1, and then I want the destination to go to, let's say, one of the HyperDecks, so I can feed a camera over to multiple HyperDecks if I wanted to. So that's the Smart Video Hub. Over here we've got the Smart Video Duo. Right now it's running waveform and vector scope. Up here we have the multi-view 16, so we can do a split screen. This one we can do 16 little tiny videos on a big screen like on a plasma. We've also got the back of it here, so you can see all 16. Over here we've got the old ATEM Talkback converter. Actually this one looks like it's new because it says 4K. I don't think the one that I had was 4K. So this allows us to bring in fiber and do talkback, so we can bring SDI in and out, and we can talk to our people, and we can do long fiber runs and convert to SDI at the mixer. And then here we've got the audio monitor. Turn it up. These are nice to have in the rack, so you can not only visually see that you're getting audio, but you can solo left and right channels, so you can hear what those sound like. You can cycle through your inputs. So AES, EBU, analog audio, hi-fi, or SDI, and then you get the nice visual as well. This is nice to have if you're doing web broadcasts. It's really nice to be able to visually see that you're getting audio and getting video, so you know where some kind of failure point is. Cool device. Then you got the 2ME, which is actually the 4ME. This one was the one that you could upgrade. If you had a broadcast studio that was a 2ME, you can get the free upgrade to a 4ME and basically be able to do, how many inputs do we got on that one?
20.
20 inputs on the 4ME. And then what do we got here? We got the Video Hub Master Control, a 1ME, Production Studio 4K, and the Television Studio. And down below here we've got the control surface. This is the 1ME control surface.
This can control any switcher. So it is called the 1ME Advanced panel, but it can control all 4 MEs by pressing whichever ME you're looking for.
Cool. And then here we've got the, what's the form?
This is our control surface for our cameras, and it has the ability via the switcher to control the Ursa broadcast, which is outside.
We're looking at the Ursa broadcast camera, and this one we actually have the Fujinon lens on it with the 20x zoom, and then we've got the fiber converter on the back, which goes into the studio converter. So over this one cable, this one really rugged cable, we've got power, we've got SDI, we've got Talkback. We can also control the camera. We can control things like iris. We can paint the image. We've got control of red, green, blue, master, pedestal, all that, all over one cable. Really cool setup here. And the price is just amazing. From a few years ago, what you used to have to pay for this similar setup, you can have multiple cameras, so really cool setup. All right, we're inside the Blackmagic van again, and we're taking a look at the ATEM Television Studio HD inside of a portable case. This is an SKB case that has two RU rack mount unit, where we've got in here a web presenter, so we can just add a laptop and we can be cutting and actually ISO recording a couple of the cameras and maybe the output, program output. So really cool portable solution that you can just show up with one little tiny case, all the cables loaded in, Ethernet switch, got your HD SDI cables and everything, plug in your monitors and you're ready to go. So really nice, simple solution. And then last but not least, we got DaVinci Resolve running. This is the mini panel. And so we've got the 3 wheels, very cool setup, and that's it. That's a lot of stuff in one van. We're glad to have Blackmagic bringing this thing in all the way from California. Cool stuff.